What's going on, everybody? This is Ryan, finally back here. It's been a while. I don't think I put out an actual true video since 2020. Pretty sure on that. At the end of the year there, I did the overseed with the Kentucky bluegrass. It didn't work out too well, and I kind of just lost it mentally as far as taking care of it and making sure that everything was going right. The following year, we knew we were going to move. We knew that we had a house kind of lined up, and I never really did a whole lot with the yard last year at the old house. I kept it up for a little while, and then I just started cutting it with a riding mower once I knew that we had somebody that was going to buy our house, and just kind of did whatever. So now we're here. We have a total of about 5 acres. Although I would say half of that is a low-lying field. It's flat field. It's on the other side of the property here, and you wouldn't build anything on there. If it rains hard enough, you know, it floods a little bit. So it's just left alone. I have a neighbor who cuts it for me with his tractor, and he bales up the hay, and he has a lot of animals and stuff, so he uses that for to help feed his animals and stuff like that. So that's great. So I don't have to mess with that too often. The other 2.5 acres I do have to keep up. And the front yard was at some point seeded with zoysia, and I believe it's emerald zoysia. If I had to imagine, it's a very fine blade. It's a very nice looking grass. It's extremely thick. I mean, to really get that grass into the kind of shape that I would want, I mean, it would take a lot of work to dethatch, remove all that material, and even then, the yard's kind of lumpy everywhere. So it would be too much for me to real mow that. So for now, I just cut it with the riding mower. I do need to treat it, just try to get weeds and stuff out of it. But I'm not gonna focus on that. My focus moving forward, as I start putting out more videos, is going to be the spot that I'm on now, which is kind of the flattest spot of the property. And at one point they had a garden. He told me that they had a garden through here, and you can feel it when you're mowing. It's like a lot of humps. It's not at all in position to do any real mowing on it, but I'm going to change that. What my plan is, starting today, so today, let's check the date. Today is June 11th, 2022. Starting today, we're going to start changing this part of the property. We will end up real mowing this, and it's a nice big open flat spot, and hopefully get some good use out of this part of the property. Starting today, Roundup. Hopefully I have enough for at least my first application today. And all of this, well, the property doesn't go all the way back there, but I'll show you shortly. But this whole general area, I'm assuming about 6,000 square feet that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kill off all of this. I'm gonna start today. I'll probably have to buy some more glyphosate, as I'm running on the same bottle from like 4 years ago. Then I'm gonna wait a little bit, week and a half. I'm gonna spray it again. So that'll be 2 kills. We do have some common Bermuda mixed in. We have what I think is maybe a little centipede and possibly some St. Augustine as well. But we're gonna do at least 2 kills. I really wanna go for that 3rd kill, depending on how the timing and stuff works out. Once I've killed off the grass, I'm gonna take my pull behind dethatcher, and I'm going to start just raking up all of the dead grass, the dead material. Start trying to rake that up in a pile and get that worked out. Once I have removed as much as I can remove using the dethatcher, I'm hoping that I can get my neighbor to come over, bring his tractor, use the disc and the tiller, and break up the top 3 inches or so of this dirt, maybe 4 inches. All right, once it's broken up, I know what you're saying. Go get the Harley rake. I've rented Harley rakes twice. They're very good, but I also have to do a lot to get one here. So I'm gonna try something different this time. And I've got the wide. It's 4 feet wide. It's the drag, the angle iron drag that I used to level my lawn with sand at the old house. I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna make probably 1,000,000 passes. Probably gonna make like 1,000,000 passes to try and smooth this out. I'm not looking for level, flat, perfect. I need relative smoothness or relative levelness. So I want, you know, a 2.5, 3 foot section or a 4 foot section to be level relative to the next 3 or 4 feet. My intention is to use a 26-inch reel mower, so I don't need it perfectly level 10 feet wide, you know, and continuously going. I just need it smooth. And I think I can do that by breaking the dirt up, you know, a good 3 to 4 inches, pulling the drag across it many, many times. I think we can do it. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and start outlining the area with glyphosate. I have that big push sprayer, but the battery's dead, so right now I got to use my 2-gallon backpack sprayer, but we'll make it work. So let me continue. Actually, before I get ahead of myself, after I smooth it out, then I'm going to go buy a pallet or 2 of sod, and I'm going to shred it up, and I'm going to sprig this whole area. I've sprigged before. It's not hard. With Bermuda, it's one of the easiest things you can do, in my opinion. As long as you can give it some water, you're fine. It will tack down to anything. I'm looking at possibly Celebration Bermuda or Tahoma 31. Celebration's gonna be a little bit easier for me to get, but not by much. Tahoma 31, it's a 3-hour drive. A good price, but they're also back ordered till August, so that may not be possible. Anyway, probably go with one of those. I'm gonna sprig the whole area, and then year after year, season after season, I'm gonna kill off sections, and I'm gonna just spread this stuff all over. And outside of the front yard that has the zoysia, the rest of this I'm gonna slowly convert to Bermuda. Will I reel mow all of it? Probably not, but maybe one day I do get a triplex and I can reel mow the whole thing, which would be nice. That being said, I need to go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and load up my 2-gallon sprayer with glyphosate, do a perimeter border walk, and then start making my laps in between. So I'll see you once I start spraying. You'll kind of see what's going on there. You've seen people spray before. I'm not gonna go crazy, you know, cinematography or anything like that. I just want to get this done. I've been out here all day cutting shrubs and all that stuff, so I'm pretty tired already. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the first video. Not a lot of content here, but just kind of an idea of what I'm going to be doing. Back here, I'm out of breath because I've been going at it for like 6 or 8 hours outside. The sun's been brutal. But yeah, hopefully I can get all this killed off pretty good. I can smooth it out, and we can start reel mowing in a couple months. So hope you enjoyed the video. I'm glad to be back. It's been a long while, but I was severely burnt out. But we'll take this week to week and see how this project comes along. All right, like it, subscribe, whatever. I'll see you on the next one.